she's baked, an Alaskan, so baked, an Alaskan. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Baked Alaskan. How you doing today? Well, today I wanted to do a video for Weight Loss Wednesday about my progress in the bariatric clinic program here in town. I've gone through my registered nurse appointment. Hi, Remy. I've gone through my social work appointment. And in January, I will go through my dietitian appointment and another social work appointment and a pain clinic appointment because they're concerned about my pain level when I come out because I have pain on a daily basis. So they want to prescribe something, and I don't know. That's what the pain clinic is about. But so I thought what I would do today is, let me get my folder here and talk a little bit about the program that I'm in and the things that I'm doing to change my lifestyle for this surgery. Because the surgery, as much as people want to think that it's about easy weight loss. Sorry, my cat is like making love to a bowl right now, and it's really disgusting. Sorry. Totally lost my train of thought there. Right. So, bariatric surgery is not something that's gonna fix your life. It's not gonna fix your eating habits. It's not gonna fix that stuff. You might lose weight in the beginning, but you will gain it back if you don't change your habits. So, personally, I don't have a lot of bad habits like junk food or anything like that. I eat pretty healthy. It's my activity level that makes me suffer for the most part, and my medication. But that said, I could still easily gain it back with those two factors if I do not change what I eat. If I'm only able to eat a small amount and I don't change what I'm eating, I'm not going to get the nutrition I need, and I will eventually not feel satisfied, and my stomach will stretch out, and then, you know, what was the point of all that pain and work that I put into, right? So, that's the way I'm looking at it. I also had my internal medicine appointment too, where we talked about my my pills and the fact that 4 weeks after surgery I will have to crush them or open the capsules to take them. So I'm really not excited about that because I take a lot of medication for my MS and my bipolar disorder. So yeah. And I'm thinking I'm probably not going to be able to smoke. Well, I know I'm not going to be able to smoke, but dab for quite a while after the surgery either, because the pain of coughing will be very great. So those are two things that I'm really having to consider. But I'm all in at this point. I'm all in. So, preparing for life-changing surgery is really what this is. And These are ways to prepare for after surgery. Right now, the biggest one I'm having trouble with is eating 3 meals a day and at least 2 snacks a day. You can eat 3 snacks a day, but I don't like eating that much anymore unless it's like indulgent, like, I don't know. I use the example of French fries. I haven't had French fries in like 3 months, but if I could, I would eat French fries all the time. And I know they're terrible for me. I don't need anybody to tell me that. That's why I don't eat them. I haven't eaten them in 3 months. But that said, if I don't want to eat anything and I'm feeling really whatever, French fries will still sound good, if that makes sense. So then there's the healthy snacks, cutting out high-fat foods, cutting out sugar, or decreasing it, accepting smaller servings, cutting your portion size, because ultimately, when the surgery is done, whether you have the sleeve or the gastric bypass, the Roux-en-Y, you will have a stomach the size of an egg. An egg. So, that said, when you have the surgery done, you cannot have carbonation for the rest of your life. That includes beer, that includes pop, that includes carbonated water. It's almost painful, I guess they say, in your surgery, because it makes your stomach expand and it hurts because your stomach is so small. And it can eventually make your stomach like stretch. Let's see if there's anything else here. Avoiding alcohol for 3 months before surgery, 12 months after. Not a big deal. I'm not a drinker. And caffeine, I have to take off my radar for 1 to 2 months before surgery and 6 months after surgery. So I'm cutting out my caffeine, and that's hard because I have a cup of coffee every morning. Just 1 cup, but and then my other nemesis is mindful eating. Now, I don't know how many of you do this, how many of you eat in front of the TV or like at the sofa or coffee table, or have a TV in your kitchen or dining room. I know a lot of people do that. And hi, buddy. Get down. Sorry. Basically, like when you go to the movies and you're eating popcorn and watching the movie, you look down and pretty soon the whole damn thing is gone. And you're like, wow, I ate all that popcorn? And those popcorn things are huge. For me, that's kind of what drinking is. Not alcoholic drinks, but like water and soda and stuff. I love juices and kombucha and you name it. I love mixed drinks. Just I don't like alcohol really anymore. Hi, buddy. And oh my god, I'm all over the place today, guys. I'm sorry, but this cat is not helping the situation. Mindful eating. So, Remy, go away. You cut your food into smaller pieces. First of all, you shut the TV off. And I've done this for 2 days, mindful eating. The other stuff for quite a while. But the mindful eating for 2 days. And I've eaten my meal with my wife. And I tell you, we actually have, this is without a phone, no phones, no TV. You know, we turned the radio on, Spotify, whatever. And we just had dinner and talked. And it was really good. And while we were, you know, communicating, connecting, whatever, I was following these new habits. Eating slowly, cutting food into small pieces, taking smaller bites, putting less food on each forkful, putting your utensils down between bites, chewing food thoroughly. Now, you have to chew your food until it's the consistency of applesauce after surgery, because you're more prone to blockages because of scar tissue and such from the sutures. And well, if you have a blockage, you risk having surgery again. Let's see, what else? Focus on what you're eating. Pay attention to the flavor, the texture. Really appreciate the food you're able to eat. And I think that is amazing, because I don't really like eating. And I find I rush through it a lot of times because I just want it to be over. And then I'll get to my last bite and I'll get physically like, I don't want to eat this anymore. I have a really weird relationship with food right now. And it's come after many years of depression and maladaptive work habits as a chef and food. You don't eat when you're a chef, but you're around food all the time. So that's part of the problem for me. I can be around food and not eat it, but yeah, it's not good for you either to do that, because you slow your metabolism down and yada yada yada, and you just end up doing damage to your processes, basically. So the next one is sipping fluids that you drink. No gulping. That's huge. I could drink a liter of fluids in about 5 seconds. No shit. And slowing down drinking fluids is so hard for me. So you should keep your restaurant visits down to once a week. They say once a week. If I could afford once a week, I'd be happy. Yeah, no, I don't eat out that often. That's not the problem either. But especially after the surgery, you're probably not going to want to eat off the menu. You might order appetizers because they're smaller portions, but you won't be able to eat it all. Some people just order the food and then order the takeout container at the same time as the food so they can split it before they eat it. Some people just eat half and take the rest home. You know, it's just a matter of adapting. When you have the surgery, they don't want you drinking 30 minutes before or after you eat, because they want you to be able to not overextend your stomach, but also not inflate the food that's there and not get all of your nutrients because you don't have room for other food. So there's a lot to this. It's very complicated. You have to eat the protein off your plate first. You have to really just... Sorry, my blind cat just ran into the bowl I took away from the other cat a minute ago. That shit's funny. And then they suggest just really cutting out juices, um, obviously anything that's not natural, boxed foods, high carbohydrate foods are gonna, and sugar and fat foods are going to create something called dumping syndrome after the surgery. And that is a very unpleasant flu-like feeling where you get nauseous and sick, vomiting, diarrhea, gut pain, the gamut, sweats and chills, but it's all caused by flooding your body with too much sugar or fat because you no longer digest the same way you used to. I know this is all very confusing and I'm throwing this all at you at the same time, and I should really organize my thoughts better. But I haven't made one of these videos in a while, and I know some of you are really interested in where I am in my progress. So I appreciate it if you've stuck through it this long. Basically, I have these few more appointments in January. By the middle of January, I should know if and when I am approved for surgery. And I anticipate that will be by March. I'm hoping by March. So there will be more of these videos. I will organize them into mindful eating. We'll talk about that some more. We'll talk about the hunger scale. We'll talk about protein-rich foods. We'll talk about, where'd that go? The food triggers, and where'd the other one go? The alphabet of stress management and coping skills. So healthy coping skills to basically avert overeating, avoid overeating, help with diverting your mind from food. So, that is all I have for you guys today. Gals today. Folks today. Friends today. I hope you all are happy and healthy and smiling and maybe a little wealthy, because it's Christmas and I know the people like to buy each other presents this time of year, so don't overdo it, you guys. Stay within your limits. All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves out there and be well.